Hey, hello, this is Luis Canides. So, I'm a personal trainer and group fitness instructor in New York City. And today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a class, one of my favorite classes that I teach here in New York City, that is foam rolling. Pretty much because helps you relax. I just got to torture you a little bit first, right? It's a good way to teach your body how to relax your muscles and your mind. So if it's the first time you're gonna foam roll, wow, this is gonna hurt. Or if you haven't been doing it for some time, the more it hurts, more it shows that the muscle is tight, right? Inflamed, like tight, not lengthened, with the full possibility of movement, it's tight. Think about your biceps, right? The biceps has to contract to bring your lower arm up, and then relaxes to bring it down. But sometimes, especially because we type way for too long on the phone or work too much in the computer, the arm doesn't stay on that full length anymore. Stay kind of like a little bit more bent. So the muscle adapts to stay in a shorter position. I don't want to go deep into the science behind it, but it has a lot to do with the fascia. Fascia is this connective tissue that your body builds to lock the muscle in certain position, not because it's the best for you, it's just because it wants to save some energy on that position. But anyway, we are going to try to get those muscles a little bit more lengthened. So these days that we are going through what we are going, right? Sitting down way many hours, the muscles at the hips especially stay more in a 90 degrees angle than in a full length, right? When you will need a little bit more of extension of the hips, right? We tend to stay tight, happening some different imbalances in your body that are not the ideal, and that creates joint pain and a lot of different stuff, posture imbalances. So pretty much, let's use the time that you have available now to take care of yourself, distress the body and the mind. Right? Why not focus on things you didn't have much time before? So let's do this. I have two kinds of foam rollers here with me. This one without the spikes. As I've been foam rolling for a long time, I like the spikes because they go deep inside of the muscle. Now, if you're not very good with pain and dealing with pain and you haven't been doing this for some time or have never done, if you're going for a foam roller, I would recommend going for a softer one and then building yourself all the way up, including a PVC pipe. I don't have one here, but I really like that guy. Anyway, before we start, there are some things that I would like to address with you. First is your hips positioning, your spine positioning for proper core activation and not load your lower back or shoulders and this stuff. This is gonna start clicking better through this free online class. Anyway, I want you to place one hand on the belly, one hand on the lower back, and bring the hand on the belly up and feel your lower back lengthening. Now hand on the belly down, tight lower back, big belly, big butt, not ideal. So try to keep your core engaged, putting less pressure in your lower back, right? So right here is what people say, navel in, belly button towards the spine. There's a lot of cueing going on nowadays. So try to keep that belly button towards your spine. Second one, what tends to happen most with a lot of people nowadays, we tend to allow the rib cage, the lower ribs to pop up, putting pressure on the mid back. So try to catch yourself bringing these lower ribs a little bit more aligned with the hips for proper core activation and spine alignment. Doesn't it look much better? Instead of this, putting all the pressure there, big belly, right? No, tight this up, tall from your pelvic floor. One more thing. Push your chin forward from typing, looking at the phone. Now tuck it in long neck. Push it forward, tuck it in long neck. So you have a long spine from the tailbone to the top of your head. Let's try to keep that in mind meanwhile you're foam rolling. Another thing very important is breathe. Try to take some nice belly breaths, because if you get tense because of the tenderness you're feeling, your body understands like you're in danger, doesn't know you're doing that because you want to do it. So it's going to tight up, trying to defend, and then the release doesn't happen as a good way that could happen. right? You're gonna get a good feedback from this anyway, doesn't matter what. Just because your mind is gonna get to another place, we're gonna focus on breathing, releasing the tension, right? This is it. So just for a few minutes now, let's forget the outside world. And let's do this. In case you have kids around, let your kids join, let them jump on top of you, have fun. Now it's time to de-stress. So let's do this. I'm gonna start with the hips because this is where it tends to get the tightest nowadays. And day by day I'll come up with a specific foam rolling for different options in situations. So let's do this. You're gonna place the roller right in front of your thighs, in the middle of the thighs, and then you're gonna lay on top of it. And here, if you look at me, I'm just arching my belly, just like Big Betty, arching the spine. So this is a good chance for you to work on core at the same time. So let's do that. Belly button in, lower ribs engaged, and let's roll to almost on top of your hips, to almost on top of your knees, almost on top of the hips and knees. So inhale up, exhale down. And right now you're just scanning, trying to feel where the tenderness is. Is it more tender close to the knees or close to the thighs, to the hips? Let's find a spot that feels the most tender. On me, it's a little bit closer to the knees. Belly button in, good. Breathe, tuck your toes under. If you push your toes away, it's still a defense mechanism from your body. So just feel lengthening your spine, your core is engaged. Let's rock and roll. This is not easy. You're gonna bend your knees, inhale. Exhale, lengthen the leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lengthen. Try to not fight the pain. Relax with it. If it's too much pain, try to put more pressure on the core, and you're gonna feel less body weight on the roller. More body weight you have there, more it hurts. So now that we got deeper in the muscle, we're gonna roll it like a dough from a bread. You're gonna spread the muscle. The muscles at your quads are long and thin. So let's do this. You're gonna follow that line of tenderness and go almost on top of your hips. Inhale and exhale back to the knees. I wish I really could talk to you right now. Inhale. Talk, I'm talking, right? I wish I could hear you back. Exhale, you're cursing at me. Inhale. Exhale. Good. All right. So let's see if we get some lateral line of those quads. Quads are 4, right? Quads. Left hand under the left shoulder. Lift the left side of your hips a little bit. You're going on the lateral line of your hips, not completely on the side. This would be the IT band and some hamstrings and quads as well. We're going a little bit like in an angle. And you're gonna roll again to almost on top of your hips and almost on top of your knee. Inhale up. Exhale down, don't fight it. Try to relax. If it's too painful, you can go faster, right? That doesn't allow the roller to get so deep in the muscle, and we are trapping the muscle between the bone and the foam roller. Now, if you can deal with it, the slower you go, trying to relax, don't fight it. Let the roller sink inside of your muscle. And we are still scanning, trying to feel, is that tighter, closer to the hips, closer to the knee, or everything hurts as crazy. So being a scale 0 to 10, 10 the most painful, you want to find something you can deal with that you're just not fighting, around 6 or 7. So I'm gonna go closer to the knee again, but you can find a position where it's better for you. Everybody's different. So relax your lower leg, relax your ankle a little bit, your foot, belly button in, doing some core here. You should feel some core here already. And let's bend the knee. Inhale, exhale, lengthen it again. Inhale, bend, exhale, lengthen. Very good. One more time. Inhale, exhale. You can scrub it a little bit against it, Sorry, my English. I know I say a lot of words that doesn't really make sense at first. And Up and down, up and down. All right, we got deeper in the muscle. Relax, relax, relax. Belly button in. Let's spread back to the hips. And I'm not even adding here how much this is good to your lymphatic system. This helps detox, expel the toxins trapped in your muscles. And understand that cellulite. It helps the cellulite, believe me or not. But anyway, let's go. And now I want to go all the way up close to your hips. When you get to the hips, and I'm not at the bone, right? You have your hips here. I'm not at the bone. I'm a little bit below the bone. It's almost like the insertion of the leg with the hip. So don't be afraid. You're not going to get hurt. You just need to keep your abs engaged. Feel your body. Relax with it. Now I want you to bring your hips towards the roller and away from the roller. Towards the roller. Relax that leg and away. Now find an angle that you can deal with. Hopefully you are on the same spot that I am, and that's the TFL. Is a tiny muscle that tends to become very tight and puts a lot of pressure on your hips and in your knee, because the TFL turns into the IT band, the famous IT band. So right now, just breathe and try to relax. Let's do 2 more nice belly breaths when you breathe through the belly. One more time. Wow. And now we are going to go again. Roll on that line towards your knee. Try to stay on that line of tenderness, because we are not releasing just one muscle. You're releasing a group of muscles. I like to say like a line of pull on your body. It releases the front and the back at the same time, believe me. Woo! And back to the hips. Again, if it's too much for you, go faster on the roller or put less body weight on it. All right? And now, let's bring the hips parallel. Work on alignment here a little bit. Align your neck with the rest of the spine. Take the pressure off your shoulder. Use your core. Open up your chest. Open the opposite arm a little bit. Assisted side plank. And I'm doing this to allow the roller to get deeper inside of your muscles again. And now we are going to go to the IT band, a little bit of quads and hamstrings as well. So I want you to toughen up that heart, be brave, and let's go. Rolling towards the knee, enjoying your health, your family. Let's go. I'm lagging on the space a little bit here. Ooh, this hurts. If you breathe and you try to feel your body, you're going to feel this release going all the way to your foot, to your lower leg. Just try to keep your mind into your body, into how you feel. And relax when you feel the tenderness. Feel free to stick around any spot that you want. Oh. Very nice, very good. Okay, so we went through one of the areas that I think is one of the most painful to do with the roller, and that needs a lot of focus. I tend to start my classes with the hips. Let's go to the other side. You just have to turn around, but I'm gonna change my body position so I don't keep my butt towards the screen. I'm not trying to show off, especially because I haven't been lifting weights, so I don't have any Brazilian standards right now for hips. But anyway, reset. Both legs down, right? And now let's bring right side a little bit higher up. We are going on this line here on the left leg. If you did the right before, don't worry, it's all good. Or the left, all good. Anyway, let's do this. Breathe in, breathe out, and roll towards the knee. And towards the hips. I'm just gonna adjust here a little bit so you can keep an eye on me. Right? Almost towards the knee. Inhale. Exhale towards the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Wow. Do you feel difference right to left? Keep your attention on this fact, like this. Do you feel difference? Is the right side more painful, the left side more painful? What's going on? Your body's already telling you everything that you need to focus on. We just gotta listen to it, and that means keeping the mind into the body. What's going on? How you feel? Why is this tender? Is this going somewhere else? Right? Okay. Let's find a spot between upper thigh or close to the knee and that you wanna work. Breathe in, relax lower leg, relax ankle, and let's bend it. Inhale, exhale, relax. Inhale up, exhale down. Ooh. Now that we go deeper in the muscle, let's go. Let's spread those toxins towards the hips and lengthen the muscles back to a more ideal position, right? Ooh, very good. When you get up to the hips again, let's bring the hips towards the roller and away from the roller, trying to find a good angle you can work with. Not forgetting about engaging the core and breathing. Find an angle you can work again. Try to push through your heels a little bit, squeeze the butt, abs, and we are gonna bend the knee and extend. Bend and extend. Inhale, exhale. All right, let's roll one more time. All the way back to that knee. Slowly, slowly, slowly. You got it. Keep relaxing, don't fight it. And back to the hips. All right, good. 90 degrees between hips and roller. Open your chest, align your neck with the rest of the spine, belly button in. Open your arm a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Let's roll the IT bend. Let's go. One leg on top of the other is more painful. If you put the other leg over, you're able to take the body weight a little bit over the roller, and that tends to hurt less. So see where you are and what you can work with. No rush. Ooh. And back. Ooh. Right. Right. Okay, so let's do like this. I'm gonna give you a little break with the leg. We still have more work there, and I'm gonna do a feel good one. This feels so good. Not lying about it. It really feels good. So let's do this. You're gonna sit on the roller now. I might run out of space here. Sit on the roller, start spreading the butt muscle on the roller. Inhale and exhale. Check now if you're arching. Try to stay upright. This one you're gonna need abs. So I'm gonna teach you how to roll. We're gonna roll together your spine, the muscles around your spine. This helps getting away from this to be a little bit more upright. And we're gonna roll your back for portions. Lower back, mid back, upper back. Let's start with lower back. So I'm gonna ask you to place your hands back, chest out, shoulders away from your ears, nice. And you're gonna start rolling upper butt, right? And then you're gonna start getting off the pelvis, that is just this big ball of bone. And start going to the lower back where the thickest vertebrae are. And just massaging, feeling good, breathing. Trying to connect with the body and see if you feel difference right to left. Inhale, exhale. You're rolling between pelvis and beginning of the rib cage. Now let's bring both knees to the left side and roll the left side of your lower back a little bit more to see how that feels. And don't be afraid to squeeze the muscles against the vertebrae. You kind of need to put pressure against the muscle, against something, right? So we are always trying to trap the muscle between the foam roller and the bones. All right, how does that feel? Do you feel any tenderness there? Go a little bit to upper butt, beginning of the rib cage. This should be feeling good. If it's very painful already, wow, you have a lot to catch up with foam rolling. Now knees a little bit to the right, right side of your lower back. Inhale, exhale. So this is like a massage that you're doing on yourself. That's pretty much what it is. Breathe. Oh, my right side is super tight. Oh. Ooh. All right, back to the middle. And now we are gonna go over mid-back. So for that, what I wanna do, I wanna keep your abs tight, like almost like crunching, right? Tight. Try to keep your chest out. And start sliding the roller to the mid-back. So lower ribs to the beginning of your shoulder blades. If you have your hair loose, just get it together. Now hands behind your head, elbows together, long spine, right? Not arching. Tuck your tailbone under. Stay in assisted bridge a little bit. Squeeze your butt, abs tight. Use your arms to sustain your head, not your neck, right? We already pushed so much through the neck. And let's roll. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Tell me if this doesn't feel good. This feels so good. Even myself that I have this spiky one. It's just a little bit more rock and roll instead of jazz. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's find the spot you want to work with. Something that you feel a little bit of tenderness. When you get to it, I really want you to tuck your tailbone under. Bring your hips down. And now for this to work, it's really important if you can take some nice belly breaths, right? When the breathing starts at the belly, not at the chest and neck. This is gonna help relax the mid-back even more. So elbows together, long spine. Inhale through the belly. Exhale, drop your body weight on the roller. Inhale. Exhale. Just one more nice belly breath. And now let's go a little bit higher on that set of vertebrae. A little bit more. Adjust again. Send your hips away from the roller. Tuck your chin in. Inhale. Exhale, relax, let go. Inhale. Exhale, and one more time. And I'm gonna do this in one more set of vertebrae. Let's go a little bit higher or lower. It's up to you how you feel, what you can work with. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Just the belly breath itself already is gonna make you feel super good. All right, this was mid-back. Let's go to upper back. So I'm gonna ask you we're gonna roll between shoulder blades to the beginning of the neck. We're not going to the neck itself yet, just the beginning. Lift your hips, squeeze your butt, abs, align neck with the rest of the spine. Feel a lengthening from tailbone to the top of your head. And let's roll the upper back where we get so much tension held on. Try to send your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, exhale. Wow, this feels good with the spikes. Find a spot you want to work with. Drop your body weight there. A little bit of a stretch in the front of the hips if you can. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's bring both elbows to the left side. Get upper back a little bit more to the left side. Ooh. And then elbows to the right side, upper back a little bit more to the right. Very nice. All right, good. Reset. And I'm gonna do one more thing to help release the tension, especially from this area here. So scoop your butt forward and bring the roller right at the insertion of the neck with the head. Here you have the insertion of the upper traps that tend to get very tight. So you're just gonna tuck your chin in, Place your head there. Arms on the side, palms facing up. Let's breathe again. And try to achieve the most relaxed state you can right now. Breathe in. Breathe out. Melt on the roller. Let it go. Inhale. Exhale. Relax your shoulders. Let it get further away from your ears, further away from your neck. This feels so good. One more time. Now you're going to bring your chin towards the left side of your shoulder. We are getting a little bit more pressure on the left side, on the insertion of the upper traps. So just keep allowing the roller get closer and closer to your cranium. Sorry, my English again. And to the other side. And back to the middle. Very nice. Okay, let's take this away. Gonna turn around. So there is much more we could roll. I'm gonna do just a little bit more inner thighs, and I'm gonna leave the second part of it to do hamstrings, lats, neck, and shoulder to the next time we meet. Please send suggestions. How often should we meet? Anyway, let's do this. Rock and roll again. This area is very important because we had a lot of lymphos all around this inner thigh area, and this helps release the toxins out of your body and open the hips, right? Take the tension from this long hours sitting down. So your joints might be suffering a little bit. Let's do this. I want you to place the foam roller at 12 p.m. and then at 2 p.m. Right? 12, 2 p.m. After you get to the 2 p.m., you're going to bring your right leg on top of it, close to the knee. See if you have space to lengthen your leg. Down to your elbows, and then you're going to bend the knee and lengthen the leg. Inhale, exhale. Now see if you can turn your hips a little bit more square towards the floor. It's a mix of release and stretch and a little bit of torture. Now bend your knee, lengthen, roll your knee in and out, in and out. You're going to find a line of tenderness, and you're going to follow through the line all the way up to the hips. So you're releasing toxins, releasing the muscles, and make you feel good. You're going to feel much better after this is done. Like anything in life, you got to deserve it, right? It's just going to torture you a little bit. So anyway, keep all the body weight on the roller if you can. Open your chest, align your neck with the rest of the spine. Lift your hips a little bit if you can. If you cannot, just let your hips rest on the floor. And let's roll towards the hips. I'm very tight on inner thighs. Breathe and relax. You got this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. So try to go as close as you can to the groin, right? When you get to the groin, I'm going to ask you to bend your knee again and then lift the leg up and down. Up and down. Breathe in, breathe out. Bend your knee, relax. Keep relaxing, don't fight the pain. Enjoy it. Pain is just a signal from your body worried that you're going to get hurt. You're not going to get hurt. Just trying to relax into this position. And now let's roll it back to the knee, spreading all those toxins, taking it out of your system. That's very important if you can drink water through the day afterwards, especially if a little slice of lemon inside of it, through the day to help expel the toxins. Oh, and back to the hips one more time. You got this. Ooh, how did that feel? What has been the most painful area so far? Feel free to send me messages and ask for deeper information. Here, if you're on the groin again, just try to lift your hips away from it and towards it. The angle goes different to get different insertions of different muscles and down. And this is one that I recently started doing, and I feel a lot when I lift it up. I kind of getting the insertion of the quads a little bit more on the lateral line. If you got that, let's spread this muscle just one more time. So important. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, and back. Ooh, all right, left side now. If you just did left, no worries. 12 p.m., 10 p.m., 10 p.m., left leg on top of it, close to your knee. When you get to the knee, turn your hips square down. Square down, bend your knee, stretch, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and you got it. Let's roll towards the hips. Ooh. So to the Brazilians that are watching me, you don't really need to understand me much, even though it's a good way to practice your English, right? I try to do it. I'll come up with a Portuguese version. All the way up to the groin, right inner thigh, all the way up. And roll towards the roller, away from the roller. Towards the roller, away from the roller. Found a good angle. Breathe in, breathe out, relax, and let's bring back to the knee, spreading all those toxins away from your body, from being trapped at your muscles. And back to the hips. Oh. Oh. All right, let's go to the hips up and down, finding a little bit of other insertions. This is my favorite one. So my hips are higher, right? Further away from the roller. And I'm just gonna roll this line here. And back. All right, so this was foam rolling, right? First online free class through Facebook, foam rolling. Ideally, right, you wanna follow through with stretching and proper muscle activation. I'm not gonna go too long with this, but I'm gonna come back with a sequence of stretching and proper muscle activation. I think Friday I wanna be back live on Facebook again with something different. I just need to think a little bit more about what I'm gonna do, and because I have a lot of work to catch up now with all the gyms that I work for with online classes, I think it's a great idea. So you have my website that I'm gonna be posting in the comments, that you can always research for some extra information or book online sessions with me. I'm gonna come up with the Skype group classes, group sessions as well. So just stay attentive, and I hope you had a good experience. Let's try to focus on less stress right now. Try to find ways to feel good and take care of yourself, right? Anything that can bring your stress levels down, with some nice belly breaths, good energy, spreading good energy. We don't need panic. We don't need extra messy message, worrying too much. Let's try to keep it cool and happy to whatever we have right now, right? Grateful for being healthy and alive. You and your family, that's all that matters. So let's stay in touch, and hopefully I'll see you soon.